Alright. Hey guys, AnimeWestReacts here is going to be reaction to the newest Talentless Nana chapter 71. Title is The Price of Title of the chapter is The Price of Immortality. So at the end of the last chapter, we got Nana, who is now kind of undercover, I guess, seemingly the way things are going. She's trying to go undercover to save the talented, or like rally them, I guess. So last chapter we had Moguo and his group, and saw kind of the treatment they're getting by Nakajima's, or the government, or Tsuruoka and Nakajima and them. And so Nana is kind of on the... Alright. So yeah, well, sorry about terrible connection, but not in a place to do anything about it. But yeah, so Nana says, no, I mean, it's me, Nana, you know, Hiragi? And then Kyoya says, Hiragi Nana, huh? Nice to meet you. So, good to see you again. And he's like, huh? And she's like, what? And Kyoya says, huh? Have we met? And she says, 3 years ago, we worked together at the academy, And then he's like, 3 years ago, the academy? Sure, whatever. And then, it's like, it's not whatever. And then Kyoya says, in any case, from now on, you'll be working as a watchman. I'll be coming to get you every morning at 8 for a while. And then Nana's like, wait, what? And then Kyoya says, I left the uniform you'll be wearing starting tomorrow on your desk. Try to get along with your roommate. Alright. And then, yeah, Nana's just like, is he playing dumb? And so, yeah, and then she goes into the room, says, hello, nice to meet you. I'm the newly appointed watchman. My name is Hiragi Nana. And then, so, yeah. A new character, Saiki Shizuka. And she says, I really hate people who ask questions like, if you could start your life over, would you do something again? And other impossible hypothetical scenarios to satisfy themselves. And so she says, I've got 2 rules. You'll use the bottom bunk, and you won't cause any fights because I'll be held responsible too. And then, yeah, Nana's like, what do you mean by fights? And then Shizuka says, common for new watchmen to sympathize with the talented. They secretly give them food and clothes. That goes against the army's orders. And then Nana says, but aren't you a talented too? And then Shizuka says, so what if I am? I'm not like the guys living outside. As long as I'm a watchman, the very least I don't have to worry about a place to sleep and food to eat. And then Nana just throws her flowery persona out and is like, I agree. And then she thinks, never saw that coming. And she sits down and says, thinking, no matter what, I'll gather all the talented and together we'll escape. To do that, I'll need... Alright, so yeah, I tried to stream the chapter, or stream the reaction to the chapter, but yeah, so my internet is not good where I'm at, and so it ended up just cutting off with me in the middle of talking, and so yeah. Yeah, just gonna have to, I guess, edit it together, but... So yeah, we got Kyoya saying, keep your eyes peeled for anything about the talented, signs of potential riot, or anyone who might be planning a rebellion. And so then, like a cart comes driving by and Kyoya pulls her out of the way. And it says, be careful, they won't break for us. And Kyoya then says, but since the military regularly patrol the town too, if anything happens, you should ask them for help. And then Nana says, is this an act? And then he says, And then Nana says, you're pretending to submit, right? And then he's like, pretending? And then, yeah, Nana says, 3 years ago, I believe you and Tachibana-senpai confronted Tsuruoka together. What happened after that? And Kyoya's like, Tachibana, and then Nana's like, what? Kyoya then says, 3 years ago, pretending, what are you talking about? There's something wrong with you. And then Nana's like, no, there's something wrong with you. Are you telling me that? Telling me you think nothing about about this situation, or nothing of the situation. And Kyoya says, this situation, and then Nana says, the talented were unjustly arrested after the fake bombing that took place 3 years ago, and now their lives are being taken from them. And then he, like, slaps his hand over her mouth, and it's like, whoa, okay, you're new after all. I understand why you feel bad about them, or bad for them, but we need discipline. It's true that the talented are a threat to the talentless citizens. In fact, in this place, a lot of sickening murders take place. And then Nana's like, what's wrong with him? Has he lost his mind? And then, yeah, he hides behind, he sees, like, someone walking closer, and then you see Kyoya have, like, this thing, and then hides behind Nana. Then Fuka says, Kyoya-san. It's Fuko. Or, yeah, it's Fuko, and then she says, Kyoya-san, and he's like, tell her I'm out here. And then he's like, Nana's like, what? And then, yeah, it's like, she's a talented individual named Serrano Fuko. She follows me around. And then, yeah, so she keeps trying to give me something. It'd be trouble if, or I'd get in trouble if it were a bribe or something. And then, yeah, she sees Nana, says Hiragi-san, and then, yeah, she, like, freezes after seeing how she's dressed. Then Kyoya says, alright, that's all for today. I'm getting out of here. I'll come get you tomorrow morning or at 8. And she's like, what? And then, yeah, he takes off running, and Fuko's like, ah. And so I guess, yeah, Nana ends up going with her, seeing, yeah, you see, like, her shirt is torn, I guess. And so, yeah, she says, Serrano-san, and then, yeah, she, like, turns around looking freaked out, and, yeah, we got Fuko saying, Hiragi-san, why are you dressed like that? You become a watchman like Kyoya-san, haven't you? You betrayed us. And then Nana says, feel free to shout some more and call the military here. I'm sure they'd never allow an established dog like a watchman to give you a gift. If you sell me out, your life may be becoming a little easier. I came here because I'd be happy with that. Then she says, I want to help. Or Nana says, I want to help. And so, yeah, it was like a water or something that was in the bag. And so she drinks it. Fuko drinks it and then says, I haven't seen you in 3 years. I thought you were dead. How have you been? 3 years ago on that day after the class ganged up on you and Kyoya-san and that man with glasses were beaten by Soroka, our lives changed dramatically. And Fuko says, less than a year later, laws persecuting talented individuals were put into effect. We were arrested by the police and army. We were unjustly interrogated. Our assets were seized. We were forced to move to this town with our families. And then Hana says, how is your family? And then Fuka says, the food situation and sanitary conditions here are awful. Family became ill and passed away last year. My mother was killed by soldiers. And then she says, but I had hope. I had Kyoya, or I had hope. I had Kyoya-san. And then, yeah, she says, Nana says, what about Kyoya-san? And then Fuka says, we had a secret agreement. Now that this has come to pass, you remember? So, yeah, it says 0 month X day, and then she says, your memory is limited. Okay, so, yeah, Kyoya says, yeah, up to 2 years. The price of my immortality is that my memory is extremely limited. But with these journals, I can manage somehow. By reading these periodically, I remind myself of what happened in the past. Allows me to determine what I was thinking and what I'm doing now. And then Fuko says, but what if you lose access to your notebooks? And then Kyoya says, people's personalities and attributes change according to their experiences. If others are kind to you, you'll be kind as well. Have bad experience and you'll be careful. I'd lose all of that. Yeah, it says my personality might change a little. Your personality is what Fuko says. Yeah, so Kyoya then says exceptions include how to ride a snowboard or how to use medical devices, as well as knowledge relating to those subjects. Maybe is because of muscle memory, but those remain mostly intact. It's a strange thing. And then Fuko says, you sometimes go snowboarding. I didn't know. And then Kyoya says, no. And then says, then why? Yeah, why would he have the ability to do that if he's never done it? So yeah, back to the present. And then Nana says, in other words, Kyoya has lost his memories. And then Fuko says, 3 years ago, or 3 years ago, when I learned Kyoya-san had been taken away, I snuck into his room at the academy and took several of his notebooks. I thought I could keep them safe and return them to him eventually. However, Kyoya had changed by the time you met him at this camp. He's still as deadpan as ever, but he seems to have invented a narrative that fits the current circumstances. And then Fuka says, I know Kyoya-san would be able to come up with a way out of this miserable situation. And then Nana says, I promise I'll return Kyoya-san's memories to him. I'll do whatever it takes to bring him over to our side. Well, and then Nana says, we'll need everyone's help to get out of here. Please believe in me. And if you'll allow it once more, please allow me to be your leader. And Fuko says, Hiragi-san, I thought it was all over. I'd given up on everything. I was going to join Ryuji-san. Nah. And then she says, please save us. So yeah, she was about to kill herself, basically. Because that's just how horrible a situation they're in. But yeah, good chapter. Hope y'all enjoy this reaction. We got a lot of why Kyoya's acting the way he is that price of his immortality is that he doesn't remember stuff for long periods of time, which actually does make sense, I would say, because, yeah. Or he has like a 2-year limited memory of things, and then once 2 years happen, he needs these notebooks that he's written all this stuff down in to remember again, but because of their situation, they got all arrested and everything, and so he didn't have them. And so yeah, now Nana's got another goal, which is gathering all the talented, as well as now making Kyoya remember what's happened. But yeah, leave a like, comment on the video, subscribe for more anime reaction reviews and manga reviews. Check out links down below to my Twitter, Twitch, and Discord, and I'll see y'all next time. So yeah.